Low bid requirements are binding. So once if somebody has a low bid, and then their customer service needs a lot to be desired, you really don't have a choice. Most public institutions have internal audits, and they also have state audits. We'll talk about audits a little bit in Money in Schools when we get into it. So all managers in higher education are budget managers of some sort. If you're running something, you're managing a budget. It doesn't matter if you're a program coordinator, a dean, a vice president, a chair. So you need to make sure that you understand the institutional policies, but each institution is its own organization with its own unique controls. Because there are more stakeholders with access to money, that's another issue too. That means that they have more access to money, there's increased accountability, there's more responsibilities to make judgments. So you have to understand the management system and the deadlines associated with that to make these critical decisions that'll make a difference. Budget managers have to listen and see what's happening really with the landscape, state level and nationally. If you are working in an institution that's saying we're going to create an online doctoral program, and I believe there's one, I think there's one in this area, I think it's called National Louis University. It's based in Tampa, but they have locations everywhere. You have to know who the direct competitors are and who else has done this. And you have to know what products and services you're offering that are different for them. Should we put our master's program online? Should we not? And there are a finite number of students to recruit, so trying to get them is a budgetary concern as well. Can you partner with a master's program somewhere else and have them funnel into your doctorate program? That's always a possibility. So you have to fundraise. It doesn't mean, fundraising in the traditional sense, but trying to get alumni to donate that can help the organization. And if you share between departments and you work within different contexts, somebody's hired as a faculty position and they have a dual appointment, they're in the business school and they're in the education department, that's huge. You're sharing a resource and you're sharing a body that can be used in two different locations. You also have to make friends, because making friends, will build your capacity in higher education. If you can partner with other institutions, could this institution partner with a master's program? Basically tell everybody that if they complete the master's program, they're automatically accepted into this doctoral program. That's a good way to partner. It's an incentive. If you can help people understand why you got to seek this out, it can be a responsibility for budget managers and help them tremendously. You have to understand how to solve problems. Not only you're building partnerships across campus, but you're building partners with state representatives as well. You're showing them why your product matters, why your program matters, and what you can do. And if you know who to ask and who to approach when, that's going to help you within the organization as well. So I want you to think of this in the broader fiscal context for higher education. We're going to cover a lot in this class really related to budget managing, but it has implications to K-12 and trajectories of students as well. But I want this to help you grow as a leader and help you develop your leadership capacity. So a couple other things, two final thoughts. These are going to be the big ideas throughout the rest of this textbook. Most public institutions are concerned with the growth of their workforce, more people, and new positions are subject to a rigorous and complicated review process. In a well-endowed private institution, the concern is to control total expenditures and not just positions. So I'm not going to look at this textbook for a while. This was introductory to get you started with it. My goal is to supplement it with Money in Schools and discuss it at appropriate times. So on the next couple lectures, we're going to focus on Money in Schools. So good introduction to some of the stuff we're going to look at in higher ed, but right now we're going to go back to Money in Schools. Thank you.